Hey water signs, welcome to Earth Wisdom Fire Tarot. This is going to be a reading looking at a significant relationship in your life and how the eclipse might affect it. It's a general reading, so this won't be for everybody, but just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and check out some of the other element readings and also the collective reading that I did if this doesn't resonate for you. So you can always get a personal reading that'll be more personalized for you. And I'm also doing a 2020 forecast reading right now if you're interested in that. So check the description box below for more info on that. So let's see, water signs. And this could be for any kind of relationship. It could be for romantic, it could be for friends, lovers, family, whatever, work. But eclipses tend to bring sudden change, fated events. Might get a little dramatic like the other ones. We'll see. I'm just going to pull a few cards looking at the situation. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles in reverse right now. So I feel like if you've been sort of going through the motions in a relationship, there is, like, this eclipse is bringing a major shakeup to a relationship. You have the Fool, which makes me feel like you might be meeting somebody new. This might be a new relationship. But it could also just be a brand new direction in an existing relationship, where you're really free to plan and dream and collaborate on what's next in the relationship. And I just feel like there's a lot of clarity here. And there's a lot of trust and faith in what you don't know about it. So even though there's a lot of clarity, it's like a lot of the details aren't worked out about what's next, but you have this general sense that momentum is building towards something good, towards something big. But at the same time, you're not necessarily taking action on that right now. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Same thing here. If you've been waiting for a long time to meet someone, I feel like you'll be getting kind of like a jolt. You'll be getting sort of like a new beginning, and it'll just sort of shake you out of any sort of complacency or sort of routine energy that you were kind of going through. And it's really going to challenge you to really listen to your heart and trust that what you're really desiring and looking for is coming. And you just have to have faith and trust that it's coming in divine timing. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups here. So I do feel like this is definitely a relationship where there's a lot of emotional connection. It feels very cosmic and dreamy, and you may be connected to this person telepathically and intuitively if you haven't actually met them in person. You feel their energy around you, and if you have met them and they are in your life, you just have this very affectionate, loving, emotional connection. There's a lot of enmeshment here. But it just feels very close and connected. I feel like when it comes to communication, though, there may be some sort of disconnect or breakdown. That's why I feel like for those of you, for some of you, this is a connection that hasn't actually fully manifested in your life yet. This is something that's coming. And with the King and Queen of Swords being in reverse, it's like neither of you is, willing to say the hard thing or say something out loud that would make this real. And I feel like that, and for some of you, that's a bad thing because it means that you feel the sense of momentum, you feel like this change coming, but you're kind of afraid to say something out loud. You're afraid to like spark an argument, or you're afraid this other person doesn't agree with you. And you're kind of afraid to like ruin what you like, this option to move in a new direction. And then for some of you, this is really a good thing because it's getting you out of like ego. And if you are used to sort of like being in your head and making decisions very rationally and in a very cold-hearted manner, I feel like this is a warmth. Like there's like a warmth to this. There's like an excitement. There's like this passionate intensity as well that helps you sort of be guided on this new direction without the sort of tools that you used to use, like from your mind or, your ego. So it's like you're putting your egos aside to go forth on this new direction in a way that you haven't before, which is really just following your heart and going with the flow and following your intuition. So with the Devil card in reverse, I feel like there's also going to be this focus together on health, like doing things that are really healthy, like breaking free from addictions, breaking free from distractions and coping mechanisms that were keeping you sort of stuck in toxic cycles. So together it's like you're defeating ego-based desires, ego-based communication, and you're also breaking free from addictions. So together, because of the love that you have, I feel like you have a brand new beginning, right around the corner with this Page of Pentacles lurking underneath there too. That's a much healthier direction. That's why this Fool is so important, because it's like you're taking a risk and you're breaking free from, past preconceptions, of what your future was going to be. It's like you're starting fresh. With the Six of Swords, I feel like, again, this is just like that mental break, that mental distance from whatever it was that was holding you hostage before. You're getting space and you're getting clarity, and you're seeing things for what they are. I think this is really going to deepen your commitment to each other because you have the Hierophant card here. And I feel like you're also like this kind of came out sideways, so I wasn't sure if it wanted to come out, upright or reverse. But I actually feel like because there's so much new energy in this reading, like, together you're sort of breaking free from constraints, from things that were sort of keeping you stuck in a box where you felt like you had to follow specific rules or anything like that. I feel like you're definitely in this together, whatever it is, and you're allowing yourself to go through a major transformation and change. This eclipse energy is a major catalyst for you as as a couple, as a relationship. So with the Wheel of Fortune, again, like breaking free from a major cycle and welcoming in a new beginning. And I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is very, very positive. It's bringing in blessings and fresh energy, new beginnings. So it's very, very auspicious. It is going to force you to give something up, but it's not forcing you to give up each other, which is nice. So the belonging card, I feel like there is this real sense of comfort and safety that you feel with each other, where you feel like you really belong, you really feel like you found your path. And because you found each other, you're free to sort of figure out what else really belongs in your life. I feel like this is like, you know, a space of healing. This Grove card is really about finding a space of healing and also like a homey type energy and a natural type of energy. So I think that you're really looking towards nature. You're looking towards your intuition to guide you into, what's most going to serve you moving forward when it comes to consumption. Because I feel like this has a lot to do with what you're consuming. It could be food, it could be, you know, drugs or stimulants or, you know, TV or something like that. Like could be like something you're consuming in your external reality. So I feel like with the warrior card, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard to overcome this, but I feel like you're doing this together. Like you're really truly in this together. There's another two there. So it's like you're fighting this battle together, which is really cool. You have denial, which is about really denying yourself your temptations. And it is going to be a struggle at first where you do feel that sense of like deprivation, like you're sort of separate from what you want. But the great thing is that like the more that you kind of stay in that place of discipline and the more that you lean on each other instead of whatever this crutch was or this code mechanism was, the more that you're going to be able to summon your real true desires into your reality, the more power that you create. And look at how the hands are in both of these cards. It's like your hand was going in one direction. Grapes are very healthy, but this is symbolizing something else. And this is like, power. This is magic. This is strength. This is you being able to call in whatever reality you want to take that thing's place. And then you have loyalty. This is the loyalty that you have towards each other. So I feel like as long as you sort of stick together and really trust each other in this process, it's going to be really, really powerful. I think that, whatever sort of external energy would try to break you apart, I feel like it would come through this addiction or this devil energy. So clearing this together and moving on from it together is actually going to bring you much, much closer together. It's going to strengthen your bond. Duality. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. So this is really recognizing the oneness in things that seem like they're different or they're separate. I feel like whatever, this unhealthy energy was, this addiction, whatever it is for your situation, I feel like it was sort of keeping you at a lower level of consciousness. And by eliminating it and calling in a new experience, you're able to transcend that duality and feel that oneness. It's a major transformation here. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. I mean, that's literally exactly what I've been talking about. You're going to come out the other side of this eclipse with like a lot of clarity about where you're headed and just how different you're going to feel, and how different this union, this connection is going to feel. You have soul. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. So this is really about connecting to source and not letting anything come in between you and that connection to source, which is whatever this devil energy was. That's what it's kind of designed to do. It's kind of designed to make you forget your connection to source. You have tenderness. The energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. This is about just being really patient with each other and tender during this transition, during this transformational time, and not giving up on each other, when things get really difficult. I feel like as long as you stick together and as long as you remember the love that you have for each other, you're going to be able to survive this. And it is going to be hard. It is going to be difficult. But because you have each other and because you have compassion for each other and you treat each other right, you know, you're going to get through it, the other side, and your relationship's going to be a lot stronger. You have romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. So this is for those of you, you know, who are feeling this person intuitively. You're feeling their energy, but you don't know them yet. This is a romantic lover. Like, this is a confirmation. This is not just like, you know, another kind of relationship. Like, this is specifically talking about a romantic divine love connection, which is really beautiful. You know, it means that whatever it is that you're looking for, it's coming. Whatever it is that you're feeling, this is validating that. So just really trust in what you feel, trust in, you know, your own intuition, trust in where your heart is leading you, and don't let anybody, you know, tell you otherwise. And if you're already in a romantic relationship, this is just really going to help things blossom and grow and evolve the way that they're supposed to. So really beautiful reading. Hope this helps. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love seeing your comments. And if you're interested in getting a personal reading, I do relationship readings, like I do soulmate readings, I do twin flame readings. So just let me know, you know, when you order a reading, and I'll get that up for you. So thank you so much. And Happy New Year. Bye.